Good day. I am Joan Miti Panugaw from Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Social Studies 2K. For today's video, I will share to you my teachings demonstration. We are tasked to prepare a lesson plan, so I prepared here a detailed lesson plan. First, the objectives. At the end of the lesson, the student should be able to first, define what history is. Second, discuss the importance of history. Third, manifest sense of respect to the opinion of others about history and to its relation to other social sciences. And fourth, participate actively in class discussion. For the subject matter, the study of history. First, why study history? Second, history and its relation to other social sciences. For my references, Word History by Rodrigo G. Langit Jr., page 2 to 9. For my materials, I use visual aids and about history and its relation to the other social sciences and video clip about why study history. For the next part of the video is the procedure. So for now, fasten your brain cells and welcome to my demonstration video. Before we proceed to our discussion, may I call on Ms. Ripuyo to lead the prayer? Okay, thank you, Ms. Ripuyo. So, good morning, class. Okay, before you take your seat, kindly pick up some pieces of paper under your chairs and arrange your chairs properly. Okay, you may now take your seats. Class secretary, kindly check the attendance of the class, please. Wow! I'm happy to hear that. So, that means, no, everybody will learn a new lesson for today. I prepared here simple activities. I have here a jumbled letter, and I want you to arrange the jumbled letter to get the correct spelling. Okay, who wants the answer number 1? Miss De La Cruz. History, okay, very good. Number 2. Mr. Paul. Geography, okay, number 3. Miss Ruth. Okay, politics, thank you. Who else, number 4? Yes, Miss Bianca? Anthropology, okay. Number 5. Who wants to answer? Yes, Miss Micah? Okay, sociology, very good. With this word that you form, what do you think is our lesson for today? Today is the start of our new lesson about word history. Let us read this first. Word history is macrohistory, the study of human history across beyond boundaries. World historians examine developments that go beyond single states, cultures, and regions, including movements of peoples, cultures, commodities, diseases, and ideas. Cross-cultural contacts and exchange. And world history is concerned with both pre-modern and modern eras. And our world history includes faculty with specialization from the ancient world through the 20th century. Anyone from the class who knows about history? Okay, the study of the past. Why do we need to study about past? Okay, very good. We need to study about past so that we will understand the present and prepare for our future. Any other answer? History. How do you say so? Okay, thank you. How about you girls? Are you in favor that history is just the stories of the great men? Okay, very well said. Since most of the historians are male, then the perspective of their writing will talk about also to men. It is not her story but rather his story. And who knows the father of history? Why do you think Herodotus is the father of history? Okay, very good. He is the first one who wrote the history. And speaking of writing, written document is one of the example of sources of history. What do you think is the other one? Laika? Unwritten. Okay, very good. What are the example of unwritten history? Can you give support your answer? Okay, artifacts, fossil, and so on. It seems that you know something about already history. Now, why is it that we need to study history? Let us answer that later upon watching this video clip. I have a short video clip. I want you to list down what you observe in the video.
History is fascinating. It's more than just dates and facts about long ago events. And in today's ever-changing world, it's more important to study history than ever before. But before we talk about why, we need to ask, what is history? No, it's not the study of the evolution of dinosaurs, that's paleontology, or how glaciers created mountains and valleys, we call that geology. Yes, these events happened in the past, but history involves the study of humans and their actions. It's understanding how past events impacted our world. Think about it, is it more important to memorize the exact amount of fuel the Apollo 11 used for the 1969 lunar mission? Or to consider the impact landing on the moon had on the world and our understanding of human capabilities? The larger argument of how the Apollo 11 mission impacted science, technology, and humankind is what makes history. So, why do we study history? To guarantee we're not doomed to repeat it? It's true that by studying history, we can learn from our past mistakes, but we can also gain insight into why people, cultures, governments, and countries are in their current state. Take the country of Iran, for example. Tensions between Iran and the West came to a head during the Revolution of 1979, when the US-supported monarchy was overthrown and an Islamic republic was established. Fast forward to today, and you can start to understand the tension between these two nations. Speaking of the United States, studying how the US Constitution and the rights afforded to different peoples has evolved over the past 200 years can help us understand our modern government, businesses, culture, and politics. From the abolitionists and women's suffrage to the civil rights movement and present-day protests, these events and the people who led them continue to inspire generations of people who want to make an impact. Okay, let's recap. Why is it important to study history? Well, studying history allows us to develop critical thinking skills, which make us ask questions and seek out multiple perspectives to develop a more informed view of the world around us. It helps us see how we arrived where we are, but also that the only constant is change. By knowing what has worked or what has not worked in the past, we can continue to improve and move forward.
Okay, what are the things you take down in your notes regarding the video? Very good. It seems like the video helps you to understand more about history. Another things we need also to know is about the history and its relation to other social science. Can you give some field of study under social sciences? Mr. Joshua. Okay, thank you. Geography, sociology, politics, and anthropology, and so on. Can you define what is geography, politics, anthropology, sociology, and etc.? Okay, very good. Why do you think it has a relation to history? Okay, very well said. Now, for you, is the most important field of social science that has a relation to history, and why? Okay, very good. So class, do you understand our lessons? Okay, any questions? Clarifications? Violent reactions? It seems you already understand our lessons. Okay, get one whole sheet of yellow paper and I'll give you 5 minutes to answer these questions. Why is the study of history important? Discuss the relation of other social science field in history. Are you finished, class? Kindly now pass your paper. And for your assignment, write down the sources of history and explain each. That's all for today's class, and see you next meeting. My personal testimony about Prophet 4, the teachers and the school curriculum composed by 9 chapters. Every chapter was assigned to report by group. I have learned a lot in this semester from chapter 1 to 9. The chapter 1, Understanding Curriculum, chapter 2, Curriculum Planning, chapter 3, Curriculum Design, chapter 4, Curriculum Development, chapter 5, Curriculum Implementation, chapter 6, Curriculum Evaluation, chapter 7, Curriculum Innovation, chapter 8, Teachers as Curriculum Leaders, and chapter 9, Unpacking Curriculum Standards and Competencies. And that is all in second semester in Prof. Ed 4, the teachers and the school curriculum.